I don't personally know anybody that's had it. I don't know anybody that knows anybody that's had it. You know, the bigger cities, maybe they had it or whatever, but I found it kind of weird that from March to current, nobody has died from anything but COVID. Nobody's died from cancer. Nobody's died from old age. Nobody's died from anything. They've only died from COVID. That has to be an inaccurate statement. People still have to die from cancer. People still have to die from old age. People still have to just pass. It just happens. And but linking everything to COVID is unbelievable. It exists. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. It is politically motivated, and when you look at the actual numbers of everything, it is just not something that it's not something that we should go to these extremes for.
Even if you think it's a hoax, even if you think it's a conspiracy, really what's more important? If it's a hoax, then all you're doing is wearing a mask in public. If it's not a hoax, what you're doing is preventing people that are completely immunocompromised that can catch this disease and die, whereas some people that catch it who aren't immunocompromised won't, like myself. Why would you not try and help your fellow man out instead of selfishly just not want to wear a mask? But it just doesn't make sense.
You know, I have gotten into the conspiracy theories, you know, when people are sharing all of that. And I get aggravated about all of it. But without a doubt, it's real. And I love you enough to wear my mask. I love my neighbor because that's what God says to do, enough that I'm going to wear my mask if I go out. I haven't been out in almost 4 weeks.
There are so many people that don't believe that this virus is real. And I'm looking at my former instructor. I have a cousin in Texas who has had it and beat it. I've had so many classmates come out, tested positive for it, even though they're asymptomatic. It's so scary and it's so real. And when people say that they don't think that this coronavirus is real, I just want to slap them a little bit because I'm like, it is. There are people dying from it.
I don't think any of us really knows everything about this pandemic. And if you don't believe it's true, please know that I know people who have died. I know people who have been tested positive and didn't have any kind of symptoms. And I know people who lived through it and came through. To the extent that it's as big or it's bigger than it is, I can't speak to that. I just know that I have to live my life so I protect myself so I can get to that brighter future.